And now, from Hollywood, summer movie magic. If it's summertime, it's movie time. And this year's summer season parade of pictures has it all. Blockbusters, old favorites in new adventures, fantasies, sci-fi action, animated marvels, and plenty of knockdown, drag-out comedies. In the next half hour, you'll see the highlights and hear from the stars themselves, including Johnny Depp, Robert Downey Jr., Billy Crystal, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jodie Foster, Matt Damon, Morgan Freeman, Bradley Cooper, Will Smith, Steve Carell, and many more.
We do need backup.
That's your department.
Hi, I'm David Sheehan, ready again with an entertaining overview of what Hollywood has come up with for our summertime enjoyment and what some of Hollywood's biggest stars have to say about the pictures they're in and the roles they play. The tendency this year seems to be updating the essence of what was fun before. In other words, there are some remakes, some let's try this one more time, and a few sequels, like the box office smash that opened the season early, Iron Man 3.
I'm Tony Stark. I build neat stuff. I got a great girl. And occasionally, save the world.
Robert Downey Jr. is back in Iron Man 3 as that mild-mannered superhero, Tony Stark.
What are you going to do about these attacks?
Who rises to the occasion once again to connect with his superpowers, put on his armor, and save the world from a menace called the Mandarin.
You'll never see me coming.
Go!
It's an odd thing, you know. I take it as seriously as Shakespeare.
What do you take so seriously about Iron Man?
I mean, I take the audience seriously, and I take the fan base seriously. I take Comic-Con seriously. You know, these are people who are very passionate about these stories, and they have meaning.
Oh boy.
A different kind of reinvention takes us back to the days of the Lone Ranger, as the man and the legend gets a whole new treatment.
If we ride together, we ride for justice.
Justice is what I seek, Kimosabe.
The new Lone Ranger has some untold tales to tell.
Why am I covered in dirt?
With Johnny Depp as the Native American spirit warrior named Tonto.
I buried you.
Who was there when the Masked Man, played by Armie Hammer, first faced his mission.
Why am I alive?
They are two unlikely heroes learning to work together to fight crime and corruption in the Old West.
Let's do this.
What was most exciting for me, I mean, as an actor coming into it, was the opportunity to play the classic character of Tonto.
Horse says you are a spirit walker.
But to take that shape, let's
A man
say,
who has been to the other side.
and, you know, mess around with it.
Something very wrong with that horse.
It is a sort of rock and roll version of the Lone Ranger. It's very fast paced. It's high velocity, and it's also quite funny.
Going somewhere?
Yes.
No, we are not.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Shut up!
Yes.
Reinvention is actually a good label for a lot of what's coming our way this summer, from Superman to the Wolverine and the Great Gatsby.
Who is this Gatsby?
Do you know him?
War hero.
Gatsby? What Gatsby?
Leonardo DiCaprio is the Great Gatsby, based on the modern classic novel by F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Life has got to be like this.
A man living a lavish life of luxury and extravagance and occasional hot-tempered craziness. All closely observed by Gatsby's envious next-door neighbor, Nick Carraway, played by Tobey Maguire.
Everything all right? Oh, yes.
Even when the pursuit endangers Gatsby's romance with Carey Mulligan as Daisy.
Is all this made entirely from your own imagination?
It's a deeply American story. This man that's in a certain time in America in the 1920s, the emergence of this great democracy and the superpower, and he is becoming his vision of a great American.
Major J. Gatsby for Valor Extraordinary.
That's right. Somebody that has envisioned their life a certain way as a youth, and it has become the manifestation of that.
I've just heard the most shocking thing.
I think we can all identify with Gatsby in a lot of ways.
I heard he killed a man once.
We all connect with somebody who's this eternal dreamer.
I'm gonna fix things just the way they were before.
Just you and me.